guys, it is mischloss, Life According to Maria, and in this episode I'm going to do a very quick story about Ulta and my mini little foundation adventure, and we'll get right to it. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel. It is a gorgeous day out here in Atlanta. It's cold though. It's I don't think it's going to reach in the 30s, and as you can see behind me, I've got a little heart decoration. So it's coming up on Valentine's, and I thought I'd just put it back behind me so you guys can see it and get all pink and, you know, red and pink and love all over. I'm bringing a lot of love vibes to you guys. So in this episode, I'm going to make it really quick. I'm not a big makeup guru, person by any means. I put makeup on for you guys, not to frighten you in front of the camera, but ultimately, I'm not into all the, shenanigans that goes into makeup and spending a lot of time on it. I do believe in, as you know, healthy skin, healthy living, let that natural glow come out. But there are times, obviously, and one of them is coming up. I am going to a wedding, and I wanted to go in and go ahead and get a foundation that is not only beautiful, but is really good for my skin. And I have heard a lot of stories about Pure and the Pure company and their makeup line, their cleansers and everything, and how they are geared to being very good about the quality of natural products and I guess organic, I'm not sure, products that they put into their stuff, into their cosmetics. So really quick thing, I went with absolutely no makeup on yesterday, and I went into Ulta to kind of look around and get a feel for what I should be purchasing, and met a really lovely young lady there. Her initial is T, so hey T, a big shout out to you. You did a great, wonderful job, and I hope you're checking my video because I told you to watch, and I told you I'm gonna load this up, so hey out there to you. So anyway, this is my tiny little Ulta bag, nothing special. I didn't spend a fortune, and as you know, being on a budget, I'm not one to purchase huge amounts of money on cosmetics because we're all trying to pinch our pennies and everything. And I did make it apparent to Miss T that I wasn't there to break the bank and purchase a lot of things. The number one thing I wanted to do was get a reading, I guess. I don't even know how you put it, but I had heard a lot about, whether you're a warm tone, a cool tone, if you're neutral, what type of foundation or makeup you should be using on your face, because obviously, you don't want demarcations from your jawline down to your neck or your décolleté and, kind of look Oompa Loompa and everything. So I told her, number one, I wanted to know what type of tone I am. And number two, not breaking the bank, I did want a cosmetic that was as healthy as possible. And I did kind of mention, oh, do you have anything of that quality? And she said, well, have you heard of Pure? And I said, well, yeah, I actually have. I've been doing a little research and going on YouTube. And she goes, well, let me show you. First she asked me what type of coverage I want. And she said, obviously I have very good skin, so I don't need full coverage. I know Pure does have a full coverage or medium to full coverage foundation, but I didn't really want that or require that. I just wanted something that would show healthy skin, have SPF spectrum in it, and just put a whole bunch of really good ingredients on my skin while I'm wearing it. So that was, that was the criteria that I went in with. She was very lovely. She brought me to the counter and looked at my veins. That's like that tone test where you look at your veins and you see if your veins are green, then you're a warm tone, or you've got a lot of yellow. If you're blue vein, then you're a cool tone. You've got a lot of red and that kind of pinky tone to your face. I was kind of in the middle. I was a little bit shocked, maybe not much, because I've always thought myself as a more of a warm tone because of my olive skin. I do have a lot of olive in me. I kind of tan very easily. I might get a little red initially on my back or certain areas, but I do tend to tan very easily, and I don't really burn very easily. Of course, if I'm out there for 6 or 8 hours and I'm in the Florida sun, of course I'm gonna, you know, fry. But so she did tell me that I'm on that neutral kind of boundary and a little bit leaning toward the warm side, just a smidgen, not enough to go full on warm tone foundation. Some things will work for me a little better than others. Long story short, I got in front of the Pure counter, and after talking to her about it, and like I said, she took her time. She was very nice. I picked up this, and hopefully you'll see it. It's the Pure 4-in-1 Tinted Moisturizer, and it's got an SPF of 20. It's mineral based. All of their products are mineral based, so they're supposedly very healthy for you and good for your skin and lets you breathe. And I have the shade Light, so hopefully you can see that. Okay, and let's just pop this sucker open. I have it on my face just to let you know this is how it applied. I did not use a primer. Supposedly there's a primer in here already built into it. It's got all kinds of good ingredients. It's a very light foundation, and it's got a what I would call a dewy or luminous finish. It's not a matte finish. And I told her, again, with my age being on the other side of the half century, let's just say, I didn't want anything very matte that would, you know, accentuate any fine lines or wrinkles or get my face would look dried up and prunish, you know, by the end of the day. So I'm going to take this out here. Bear with me. Pop that out. And this is how it looks like. It's a tube. Pretty silver top to it. Actually, turn it around because it's upside down, isn't it? There you go. Okay. And it doesn't really have a scent of any type. You know, plain foundation scent. And it is, you know, of course I'd never bring a wipe when I need one, but I'll just put a little on my hand there. And I'm very sparingly because it is expensive. Well, for me it's expensive. And then that's the consistency it looks like. You can see that. Okay. And then I'll rub it in. And it's a very creamy, it's creamy, it's not watery. Although when I do apply it, and I'll show you how I did that, it does have a slightly, I guess, moisturizing feeling to it. It's not by any means powdery. It doesn't dry powdery. It dries very creamy. You see, it goes right in there. Perfect match. Love, love. And gee, I don't have to wipe it off. That's a good thing. I'll put that back in there so it doesn't dry out. And like I said, I'm wearing it now. I did not put primer. I did not put any powder on top of it either because I wanted you guys to see the full-on how it looks naturally. So I'm going to kind of come in a little bit so you can see it. I've got my side lights here. So if you see any shadows on my nose, it's just the, you know, the lights. So that's it. I've got a little bit of the L'Oreal True Match blush on, just for blush purposes. Okay, you see. And everything else is just that. And I've got some, you know, lipstick on, and that's just the Kate Moss Rimmel lipstick. And a little bit of the, I think it's L'Oreal Tattoo Shadow. I don't even know. Don't quote me on any of this. And okay, so you see no powder at all. It's got a really nice luminous finish, and it's very soft to the touch. I mean, very nice, beautiful finish on it. It's very lightweight. That's another thing that I like, that I don't feel like I have a cake mask on me. So lovely. I applied it with this. You can see. And this is just, honestly, I just picked this up. It's a It's called Renewal, and it's from Rite Aid. It's their generic brush, nothing fancy. And, you know, just on my hand like that, and just kind of buffed it in all over as she showed me how to do. She applied it and she showed me how to do that. I believe you can use a beauty blender if you want to do that, or your fingertips. She said that you can do it with your fingertips, and it was easy peasy. I mean, I got it on in, you know, 5 minutes. I mean, no big deal. Yesterday, while I was wearing it for the first time, I do want to tell you it does not last 8 hours or 10 hours by any means. It is definitely a moisturizer. You start to get a little more dewy and more oil buildup after about 5 or 6 hours. That seems to be, you know, the threshold of it. And then certainly by the end of the day, when I was going to bed and taking everything off, it was practically gone. So if you need it for an event, if you need full coverage, if you need staying power, this is not it. This is not for you. This is simply to, you know, get a really good, you know, moisturizer on your face, something that is not going to harm your face, something that is a very light coverage. It just, like she said it makes your skin, it's the same as your skin, but better. So it just highlights and accentuates the beautiful luminous underglow of your skin. Okay, so that's that. And what did I pay for this? I paid, this is my little Ulta thingy, and I paid, it was $34, and I paid $36.38 out the door. Certainly not inexpensive, and I believe this is 1.702 ounces, 1.7 ounces, 1.7, my old eyes can't see, 1.7 ounces. So definitely quite a few, you know, good product in there. I think it will last me quite a bit, considering I won't be using this every single day anyway, like I said, because I don't, you know, normally go out there, you know, looking great. But I just wanted you guys to know that I've tried it, what I thought of it. So far, I love it. I don't see anything bad about it, except for the fact that it doesn't last a full, you know, 8 hours. I would personally put powder on top of my forehead and down my T-zone if I were going out. I wanted to show you guys the full-on natural look of it, just so you see exactly how it lays on the skin without any, you know, blah blah on it, except for a little blush. So that is it. Again, I'm just gonna go around my face. Okay, and there's my beautiful forehead. My chin seems to be good, and there's no highlighter or anything extra on my skin at all. That's it. It's giving its own reflection from the lights that are coming in on the side, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Love you guys. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm trying to put a bunch of them out there, you know, just on every kind of good product that I find for you guys. And I hope this is, you know, going to be helpful for you to make a decision and to get some, you know, pure products. I definitely will. I mean, I need to use it a little longer, but I would say for me, I would definitely repurchase this because it's a great match for my skin. And again, she, you know, like she said, it's on that neutral side. So if you have neutral to kind of that warm area, that spectrum right there, then this is definitely going to be a great match for you guys. They only have 4 that I saw, 4 different shades in this, but I think it goes from pretty light. This is light, and there might be one lighter than this, maybe like a porcelain, but it's definitely only 4 shades on this. So if you need to get anything other than, you know, I would say a light to a medium tan shade, then you're gonna have to go with the normal foundations that they have from Pure, and they have a lot more colors as far as the spectrum is concerned. Okay, so keep well, blessings to all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.